I'm just getting set up for my review that I'm doing today for you guys. Just want to get this set up, the phone balanced, and okay, this is my review on the Spider-Man Trilogy review with Tobey Maguire. So I don't think I think I would give this a 8 out of 10, the Trilogy. It's not bad. It's just good for what it is. But I don't think I would give the Trilogy a 10 out of 10. I would give the Trilogy an 8 out of 10, all 3 installments. The best way I could describe these movies feel like if Shaquille O'Neal Shaq movie called Kazam, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaquille O'Neal, the movie that he was in called Kazam. Well, the Spider-Man Trilogy feels a lot like the writing from Kazam and the writing from the animated movie. You know the movie, also, the Kazam movie, and the movie Quest, the animated movie called Quest for Camelot. That's a different movie. Well, imagine if Kazam and Quest for Camelot had a baby. You get Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man Trilogy. That makes it something special. Not competently written, but something special if it was written by a retard. Competent written. It feels like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man feels in a way it feels similar to the retarded policeman character online that I used to watch on YouTube. As in, Maguire's Spider-Man is pretty smart for a retarded fella. And I do believe he's retarded, his version of Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire's. And I think Tobey Maguire's pretty smart for a retarded fella. Doesn't make the stupidest decisions in the world, And that's what I end up liking about Maguire's Spider-Man. He's pretty smart for a retarded fella. Although I did thought it was kind of a bit of strange how when in Spider-Man 2, when Harry gets drunk, he blames Peter for everything that's gone wrong in his life. And it just comes across as the gayest shit ever, dialogue ever imaginable. Like, it might be one of the things that Carrie is comes across more like when he's shitting on Peter, he sounds like he's it feels like it feels more like he's hitting on Peter than shitting on Peter when he's drunk off his mind in the party of the events of Spider-Man 2, when he finds MJ's with is where Peter finds MJ was her future husband, Jameson's son. She's going married in this plot of Spider-Man 2. But ditches him because she prefers guys who can kiss upside down in the ring. So she prefers Spider-Man. In fact, in the 2.1 point cut of the Spider-Man 2 cut, also known as the director's cut, this 2.1 version cut of the film, there's an exclusive scene in the 2.1 Spider-Man 2.1 movie cut of the film of Spider-Man 2. That's extended cut of Spider-Man 2, where you see MJ's trying to kiss her man upside down and trying to figure out who could, she's trying to figure out something, like who could the right guy be? Could it be Peter, who's never there, who's the reason why she just found out is because he's Spider-Man, Spider-Man and Peter are the same person, and that's why they can't be together, blah, 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 bullshit writing. And then she kisses her man like she would kiss Spider-Man in the Spider-Man 1 events when they were in the rain. So she did their kiss before Peter did later on one Gwen Stacy in the events of Spider-Man 3. So they're both whores. Spider-Man and Mary Jane deserve to be together because they can't keep it in each other's pants. I am convinced on that. This variant Spider-Man and MJ deserve to be together. But they never do end up together until the events of Spider-Man 3. Only to get broken up due to the events of Harry's manipulation now that he's to regain his memories because he's the villain. And wants revenge for his death of his father. So he gets Peter and MJ to split, and Peter doesn't figure out, oh, wait, that was Harry's doing, or talk to MJ about it. He just goes to Harry's house, tries to beat the shit out of him, which escalates into a fight, a pretty cool action scene, and I gotta admit, this is stupid. These movies are kind of stupid, because the whole trilogy, the common thing in the trilogy seems to be who can get the girl and keep the girl whore. That would be Mary Jane. Mary, see, you know, Harry and Peter have always been kind of fighting over who can get to keep the girl since the events of Spider-Man 2002 movie. So that's been kind of the common thing on of the trilogy. What puts the trilogy, all the stories together, is Harry and MJ and Peter playing, trying who can keep the girl for keeps. I think that's what the story is about. That connects the whole trilogy together. Well, I did enjoy these movies. I give them an 8 out of 10 for being dumb, fun, low-class entertainment for comic book movies. It keeps that Marvel magic enough to keep... it still has that comic book magic enough to give it an 8 out of 10. The whole trilogy. I give it an 8 out of 10. Very good for what it was, but it has its problems. The trilogy, you know... I realize I'm recording for a little over 8 minutes now. Okay, next my review on the Spider-Man trilogy was Tom McGuire. I give it 8 out of 10. Now I'm going to talk about Iron Man 3 and why I give that an 8 out of 10. I thought Iron Man 3 had cool visuals, a retarded dungeon story, but like Spider-Man, it makes up with its cool visuals and cool ideas, even though some of the visuals look like shit. Like specifically with the CGI stuff. Some CGI shots look cool, but other CGI, I don't know, I let some of the CGI look kind of fake and rubbery, not finished. You know, in the events of Iron Man 3, but I think if one thing has taught me is that the public's taste I'm pretty sure one thing time has taught me is that just because it has shitty rubbery CGI like 2002 Spider-Man, that doesn't mean it can't be a good movie. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, Iron Man 3 is not a terrible movie, but it's not a terrible movie. It's good for what it is. It's an 8 out of 10. It just didn't feel like there was reason for it to... It just felt like there was no reason for it to be... I feel like it would have been happy if Iron Man 3 was never made. Like the Spider-Man trilogy with Maguire. because I feel like these movies were wasted potential. Because I think it would, I mean, one of the things I think they could have done to improve Iron Man 3 is actually bring in the actual Mandarin from the comics instead of doing a parody version of the Mandarin for shits and giggles, and I didn't like him, the Mandarin they went for in the movie, and I mean, not only did they race swap the Mandarin from being an Asian person, from the race swap the Mandarin to a white guy, and then they don't make him the Mandarin, they make him actor playing a Mandarin character. So the Mandarin doesn't exist in the MCU. That's known as 616 adaptation of 616 universe. And the MCU is known as. Thanks to the events of Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, confirmed that this universe is 616. That Marvel did an adaptation of 616, the classic universe, in live action. So that's the adaptation they wanted to do. So they want to do an adaptation of that universe? Well, it's this thing kind of the hell they didn't bring in the actual Mandarin, which was always and this is coming from someone who's never really read that much of Iron Man, but even I know that the Mandarin is Marvel's most well-known villain. And this is someone who's only this is someone who hasn't read the most Iron Man comics, who's dabbled, look at Iron Man comics here and there, but mostly watch Iron Man from the cartoons show and some cartoon animated Marvel Project movies. So I mostly know Mandarin from the I know more about my knowledge of the Mandarin is more spread out through the cartoon knowledge than the comic book knowledge that I have known of the Mandarin. So but it's still kind of so the fact that this movie didn't really go. I think this. I don't know if, how much effort this went into the script of this movie, Iron Man 3, but it feels like the bare minimum effort went into this movie. I mean, it has some. One thing I appreciated that this was probably the last time Robert Downey wore the Iron Man costume. Actually, wore an actual product of Iron Man on set. Besides, just the whole. You know how in the first 3 Iron Man movies, he wore an actual prosthetic for Iron Man costume, and then they also touched it with CGI. And they did the same effort. This was, I found this out in the special features that they actually made the Iron Man costume, the Mark 42. They made a full costume of the Mark 42 on set for the third installment. So sad because a lot of the visuals look really good, better than the other visuals from the past Iron Man movies in some ways. I do how the Mark 42 design looks. It actually looks like you can touch it, and that's probably because in some scenes it actually is there. Than it just being all CGI, compared to the later ones when you get to Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, when they're all seeing CGI the Iron Man suits and it doesn't look as realistic or convincing to the eye. So, that's my thoughts on Iron Man 3, why I give it an 8 out of 10. And why I give the Spider-Man trilogy an 8 out of 10. Okay, goodbye. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up to like this video. Hit the comment section below. Let me know what result this video. This review or result this. So let me know. I'm a little sweaty, I think, after this video. I see I'm sweating a little. I see myself sweating a little, so. I'm going to get a drink of water when I'm done with this video, so. Yeah. Bye.